GB Gaming! Welcome to the Pale. This is Atulg, and in Orcish language, Atulg means the runt. Atulg was rejected at birth by his father, who was the chieftain of his stronghold, and this rejection was due to his small build and somewhat interesting features. Not the norm for orcs. So, having been so ashamed at his tiny size, his father actually sentenced him to death and to be an offering to Malakath. His mother refused this, and that same night that he had been sentenced to death, took Atulg and escaped to the Pale, and so he's been raised by his mother as outcast to their stronghold. His mother built this little shack that you see behind him, determined to make a life for her and her son, and this is where Atulg grew up. His mother was the chieftain's second wife, and so was set to become the forge wife of the stronghold, but that wasn't her first love. She had some strong ideals and beliefs of her own, as well as a strong love for herbalism, and dreamed of opening up her own alchemy shop one day. Sadly though, she did pass before ever being able to see this dream become a reality. She taught Atulg everything she knew about smithing during his childhood, and actually well into his young adulthood, so Atulg is actually a pretty decent smither and blacksmith. Perfecting and selling weapons and potions is pretty much how his mother was able to make a living, and hunting is how they kept their bellies full. Let's take a quick look at his skills. So he's learned a bit of enchanting from his mother. Smithing is pretty high because he's had a lot of training in that area. He's heavy armor and a two-handed warrior. And his speech is pretty decent too because Atulg loves to read. So he's learned a lot of charisma and things like that from his books. This orc armor set was made for him by his mother. She told him that every true orc warrior has to have a decent orc warrior set. So he's held on to that and cherished it his entire life. His home is small, and it was just enough to keep him and his mother safe and warm through the harsh, pale weather. Atulg has a bit of an obsession with the Dwemer, and he was introduced to their craftsmanship when he found that mace off of a bandit he killed while looking for resources in a cave one day. Everything he knows he's learned through reading. Dwemer History and Culture is one of his most favorite books that he also found through one of his expeditions. His mother provided him with this book, The Orcish and the Orcs, to make sure that he learned about the orcs' origin and their culture. But one of his most prized books is this book here, The City of Stone. The City of Stone introduced him to Markarth, told him about the underground city that the Dwemer built, and also about the Dwemer Museum there. With his mother's passing, Atulg has decided it's time to take control of his future and it's time to move on. He longs to discover more about the Dwemer secrets. He also wants to learn more about his orc people and maybe even find love and start a family one day. So he's leaving the Pale, and his destination is Markarth. The first place he wants to visit is the Dwemer Museum in Markarth. He's read about it, and now he must see it in person. Markarth is going to be where Atulg starts his Dwemer discovery journey. Atulg is grateful for his mother's teachings and misses her dearly. She also taught him the importance of being able to think freely and encouraged his thirst of knowledge through reading. She wanted him to be a strong orc and taught him everything he needs to know about how to hunt, how to be a warrior, how to live life with honor. And she taught him about the old ways, including the religion of his people, but encouraged him to make up his own mind and decide what his own beliefs were. Atulg's mother was also a realist and explained to him at a very young age that he would live a difficult life, that he would not be accepted among his own people, the orcs, or amongst the races of men. She explained to him that his own people would call him a city orc, and that men would refer to him as a pariah. She told him to use this knowledge to remain strong and live his life with honor. She also taught him that knowing what others think of you, learning about their culture, can be used as an advantage. The more he'd learn about other races, the more he'd uncover their weaknesses, and this information could be put to use, if applied wisely, to give him an advantage in battle. So before he starts his journey, he's going to go and see if he can sell a few things to the local blacksmith in Dawnstar. Lighten his load a little bit, because he's carrying quite a bit. He also needs to make a little bit of coin, get a little bit of gold for his journey. He has some already, but he'd like just a little bit more. Okay, let's see what we can sell.
Seems like no one is getting a decent night's rest in Dawnstar, stranger. Best buy your steel and move on.
He has another dwarven mace in his inventory that he found on one of his explorations, but he's definitely keeping that. I mean, he's so fascinated by the Dwemer that he's not getting rid of anything that he finds that's Dwemer related. But he'll sell a few more things. So we'll get him to do that. He'll lighten his load a little bit, and then we'll be back. So he's heading to Markarth because for as long as he can remember, he's dreamt of seeing the Dwemer Museum that he's read about in books there. After he found his first dwarven mace as a young orc, he's been completely mesmerized by them. Their smithing abilities, their technology. Any book that he was able to come across that talked about the Dwemer, their culture, their history, he's read whatever he can find. That's also how he found out about Markarth and the museum there. He promised himself one day that he would go, that he would see the museum for himself. And so Markarth is exactly where he's heading. He also figures that he could make a little bit of a living there, at least some temporary coin. He's also read that Markarth has its underground city, which is a Dwemer ruin. And that sometimes there are expeditions that take place. They will often hire guards to protect those that are part of the expedition. Or they'll hire, people that can do some of the heavy lifting in case they need to move any boulders or rocks out of the way. He definitely wants to be able to see the underground city and kind of start his exploring there. So he figured being hired to help on an expedition would be the best way in.
Looking to hire a boat?
He's going to sail his way there. Let's see, does this boat go to Markarth? It goes to Solitude and it goes to Windhelm. Okay, he'll go to Solitude and then from there he'll make his way to Markarth.
Climb on in the boat and get comfortable.
At least he doesn't seem to be worried about being alone in a boat with an orc, so that's a good sign. Here we go! Let the adventure begin. Solitude, the capital of Skyrim. First time Atulg is setting his eyes on Solitude. The size of it is pretty magnificent. As amazed as he is at the sight of Solitude, this is not his destination. I mean, it would be a shame not to see the capital of Skyrim one day. So he'll definitely keep it on his bucket list. And he'll return one day. Atulg is convinced that there's got to be more to uncover regarding the secrets of the Dwemer. How does an entire race simply vanish without an explanation? And he's convinced that he can learn the secrets behind their technology and their forging. And so that is definitely part of his mission. He's going to continue his journey. He's going to see if he can take another carriage to Markarth from here. Or maybe he can ask a little bit about Solitude first.
Solitude's been the capital of Skyrim as long as I can remember. Most of the High Kings of Skyrim were Jarls of Solitude first. Well, let's see, what else? The Bard's College is here, and the main office of the East Empire Company. If you need it, you can get a room for a fair price at the Rinking Skeever, just inside the main gate.
Atulg has a little crush on the local bard in Dawnstar. He fancies her just a bit. This must be where she came to learn her trade.
Where do you want to go?
Can we go to Markarth? Yes, we can! 75 gold.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. Ever been to Markarth?
Nope.
Some say it was built by the dwarves. I don't believe a word of it, though.
Markarth, the city of stone, holder of the Dwemer Museum and the Dwemer Underground City. He honestly never thought he would end up seeing Markarth in person with his own eyes. He noticed that he passed a mine on his way up the hill towards Markarth City. Maybe he'll go check that out later. Now that he sees the city with his own eyes, He's even more convinced that this city must have been built by dwarves. There's no way that man could have achieved such a feat.
Bit of jewelry for your journey home.
Oh, what's this now?
Pendant would look
Welcome to Markarth! What is going on?
The Forsworn are here in the city.
Everyone, stay back.
Oh yes, the
Markarth
Forsworn!
city guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened?
Is he talking to us? He's not used to having complete strangers come up to him and just start talking to him randomly in the street. Normally when people see him, they try to avoid at all cost.
The Forsworn? Strange. Well, I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future, for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks
A note?
important.
We dropped nothing of the sort. Is this your note? What does it mean?
My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket.
There's something strange about this little man. What do you know about the attack?
I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn.
So Atulg has read about these Forsworn. He knows a little bit about their history with Markarth, but he also knows that Markarth will often hire sellswords to help them clear the Forsworn out. So that's something he can keep in mind. Whatever was going on between Margit and the Forsworn is her business. Now, the first place Atulg wants to find is the Silver Blood Inn. According to his book that he read, The City of Stone, that's the first stop he should make. Arnleif and Sons Trading Company. Okay, it's not the Silver Blood, but it's good to know that's there. Whenever he's ready to sell a few items, he can go there. There's the sign, Silver Blood Inn. Let's see if he can get a room before he continues exploring Markarth a little bit.
This is the Silver Blood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself.
He knows a little bit about the Silverbloods as well, because they were also mentioned in the book that he read, The City of Stone. So he's aware that the Silverbloods own quite a bit of Markarth and are the family in power in Markarth. That he knows, but that's pretty much the extent of it. You have a room?
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
What about work? Got any leads on that? He can always use the coin.
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Oh, Jarl, huh? Kill the bandit leader located at Four Skull Lookout. Easy enough. He can kill the bandit leader, and then once he does that, it will give him a reason to go see the Jarl.
Anything else you need.
Okay, simple enough. I mean, it's about the size of his home. He's not here to sleep right now. So the first place he wants to find is the Dwemer Museum. That's the first place he wants to see. He always likes chatting with the local mine workers.
They don't like us talking to people when we work.
Okay, who's in charge around here?
Mullish. Big orc fella. Can't
Oh,
miss
an
him.
orc! There are fellow orcs in
Until
Markarth.
next time.
For some reason, he didn't think he'd find other orcs in Markarth.
Can't talk. Mullish will beat me if I stop working.
He doesn't really have much sympathy for this man being beaten for not working. Atulg's mother used to beat him every time he didn't do his job properly, too. Will you just look at this place? For the first time in his life, Atulg feels so small. So insignificant. What do we have here? The local blacksmith? Definitely wants to go say hello, or at least check the place out.
Tacitus.
Oh,
What is
it's a female orc!
A male?
Is that what you call it? In the Legion, we would have called it useless. Look how brittle the metal is.
I'm sorry. Well, the forge gets so hot and I thought.
You thought what? You would skip a step?
She's
not
pretty.
heat the metal all the way through?
What's a female orc doing in Markarth? Now this has definitely caught Atulg's attention.
Need a new blade?
Where did you learn to smith?
Grew up in a stronghold. Every orc girl tended the forge at some point. But a girl has to grow up, and life in the stronghold asked for a lot in return. So I joined the Legion, mastered my trade there.
You grew up in a stronghold. How'd you end up here?
That's right. An orc stronghold. Kept to ourselves, lived as our ancestors would have wanted. Wasn't enough for me, though. I left. Didn't want to end up as the third wife of some lowly chieftain.
She reminds him of his mother. His mother left their stronghold for very similar reasons. She wasn't satisfied with the life she was being thrown into either. What's up with your apprentice?
Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. And the Legion? The Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight.
Read?
Wisdom of the old, I guess.
Read books to learn how to smith?
Find a book called The Last Scabbard of Akrish. Would you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example.
Something about her makes him want to help her for some reason. So, yeah, he'll do it.
Thanks.
This poor man looks so worn out and exhausted. Understone Keep. Okay. This is where the museum is held. Wow. He just wants to go take a look. This was definitely built by the Dwemer. Look at that thing. Look at the craftsmanship. Oh my gosh, you just saw the other one over there. Incredible. He hears a forge. Another forge? Another orc? Hello.
I'm the Jarl's personal blacksmith, but that doesn't mean I can't sell you a few pieces for a fair price.
The Jarl has his own personal blacksmith. What kind of weapons do you forge?
Anything. Served in the Legion with my sister Ghorza for over 10 years. We've seen every piece you can
His
imagine.
sister. Oh, that must be
Have
the
you
female
met her?
orc outside.
She runs the forge near the smelter.
Yes.
Just don't bother talking to her, apprentice. Boy has no talent.
So both forges in Markarth are run by orcs. And the smelter is also supervised by an orc. What kind of armor do you recommend?
Depends on what you need. A light armor is good for travel, less to carry. A heavy armor weighs you down.
Heavy,
but no
all the way.
true warrior goes without it.
Exactly.
If you want some heavy armor, I might have a deal we could work out. I need a dangerous heart. Jarl wants me to cool his new sword in blood. You get me a heart, I get you some armor. Interested?
Didn't we have a Daedra heart back at home? Let's see what we can do.
Good hunting.
Bring a Daedra's heart to Moth. He hasn't had much interaction with other orcs aside from his mother. And he wants to learn more about his past. He wants to learn more about the people. So why not? If he can develop friendships in Markarth with other orcs, he'll try to do that. We did bring it! Oh my gosh, we did bring it! We have one, brother.
Good. I'd prefer using water to cool my metal, but it's what the Jarl wants. Here, some of my best armor. Wear it well.
Some of your best armor. Daedra heart removed, elven armor added? Ooh, okay. Okay, well he'll definitely come by and say hi from time to time. Now it's time to go visit the museum. He's found out where it is, and it should be right up here. What?
The Dwemer Museum isn't open to anyone without the court wizard's permission.
The court wizard? Who's the court wizard?
Calcelmo. He's the Jarl's magical advisor, but he spends most of his time studying the ruins. If you want in, Calcelmo has to give his say-so. He's usually in front of Nchuand-Zel, just down the tunnel.
Ugh. Isn't the museum supposed to be open for all? Why should you need permission to enter? Wow. That's quite the sight, though. Atulg can't believe his eyes right now. Let's go talk to this damn wizard, see if we can get to the museum. What is that? Is that a crab in Dwemer armor? Calcelmo, right here.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more
closed?
workers or guards.
The expedition site is closed? No! Atulg wanted to try to get a job. We were looking for you.
I told you I'm not hiring any more guards. Why do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research?
They're not hiring any more
Idiot.
guards.
Do you even know who I am? The most recognized
Who's he speaking to,
scholar
though?
and Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you?
I mean, he's pretty confident yelling like that to an orc. You're researching Dwemer, though?
Yes. Their history and culture is all around us in Markarth.
We know.
A race of stonecutters, artisans, and engineers. They invented machines and built elaborate underground cities where they researched powers to rival the gods themselves.
That's why we're here.
And then,
to find out more.
At a time we are still not sure when, they disappeared. The whole people, all at once, leaving behind only their works.
Okay, so Calcelmo is someone Atulg can definitely relate to. He seems as obsessed with the Dwemer as he is. Well, we're trying to get into the museum, and a guard said we had to come talk to you first.
Correct. It's a private place where I can catalog my research.
Oh.
Occasionally, the Jarl will come in and have questions, but that's thankfully rare. I'll let you in if you agree to something for me.
Which
It's
is?
a giant spider in Nchuand-Zel. My workers call her Nimhe, the poisoned one.
A giant
if you
spider?
deal with Nimhe, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my Dwemer Museum.
Really?
What do you say?
Deal. Done.
Enthusiasm. Good. Here's the key to the dig site.
If we were interested in being hired as a guard one day, what do they do? Why do you need guards?
To protect my research, for one. There are more cutthroat scholars out there who would steal my findings if they got the chance. And the excavations into Nchuand-Zel are dangerous. Dwemer machines and traps still functional, even after thousands of years.
Atulg's pretty tired.
No.
He's had a long journey to get to Markarth, so he's gonna turn in for the night. And then in the morning, he'll go help the wizard by killing that spider. Okay, we're on a mission today. We are on a mission. Is this where we go? Oh, yeah. Oh, so he's in. He was able to get into the excavation site. Look at this. Let's just kill the spider. Where is it? Oh my gosh. This place is amazing. There's like a potion or something here. No! Don't break! Blacksmith potion. Thank you. Oh! Okay. Uh-huh. Here we go. Here we go. Get out the way! You nasty creature. That can't be the mother spider. Oh, this is gonna be nasty. How many of these spiders are there gonna be? Dodge! Dodge the poison. You foul, foul creature! He has to go deeper in? Ugh. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a ceiling hole. It's definitely coming down from there. See if we can get some higher ground. How many? How many? Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh my gosh, let's go berserk. We need to go berserk. Oh! Dead! This thing was nasty. Let's search it. All it has is venom? He'll take it, he'll sell it. This poor soul. There's a note. Started the lost expedition? Recover Strom's journal. We've been saddled with some researchers who can't go 4 steps without examining something, and they fight about as well as you'd think, probably worse. Strom, at least, has some magical competence, but none of them can swing a sword. Urge and Crag seem up to something, so I'll have to keep an eye on them, but Stobin assures me they're trustworthy. So this quest sounds like something Atulg would be interested in. The Lost Expedition. I should try and find the researchers Altius mentioned in his note. And then we have to recover Storm's journal. Okay, this is his first time venturing into a Dwemer ruin on his own, so he has to be a bit on his guard. He has no idea what he's going to find. What in the world? What in the world is this place? There's another Falmor just staring at him over there. You watched us kill your buddy, huh? Now you're not sure what to do. Come on, come get yours. Not swinging that arrow. Bye. Have a nice trip. Oh, they called in their help. Oh my god, there's three? There's three? Oh man. Okay, we got one. Ah! It's gonna kill me! Oh, son of a bitch followed me out. Okay, I jumped in the water this time. What was this? See if I can buy myself some space from these guys. Just trying to find a way to get up there. Okay, so we know that there might be more Falmer now, so let's be on our guard. Be ready, Atulg. You might be a runt, but you're no fool. So we've definitely been this way. Oh, how did we miss that door the first time around? This is where we were trying to go the whole time. Okay, Craig's journal. I knew if we dug deep enough, we'd eventually hit some fresh ruins. Markarth, a city built upon a city. From early pieces recovered, we've determined the name of the city is Nchuand-Zel. I think that's how you pronounce it. But past that, we have very little info. We've been given an escort though, and tomorrow we will delve into the city proper. It's only been a day and I already miss my desk and chair. I thought it would be a little more fun to explore, but so far it's just been fighting spiders and getting to view an occasional rubble pile. Hopefully we get to the main ruins soon so we can set up a camp and I can start cataloging some of the items I've been able to find. Ooh, we found the armory earlier and Urge has stayed behind to find a way into the main vault. If anyone can open the locks, it's him. We've kept going and settled up here for the night, since guards say it will be easy to defend. I've put up a few runes just in case. Oh, okay, so we gotta watch out, there's runes. We'll take that journal. What does he got? Garlic, petty soul gem, we'll take that. Oh, and he's got some robes that Atulg could sell, but we'll leave it. Is this thing gonna attack now? I mean, this might be foolish of him, but he really wants to go get a closer look. This is probably very foolish of him. Oh my gosh. Seems to be dormant. There's a dead soldier here. Another dead soldier up here. They were probably all attacked and killed by the Falmor. Let's just give him a minute. to take a really good look at where he is right now. He's only been able to imagine this in his dreams so far. And this has definitely surpassed anything he was able to imagine. And this is just the beginning. I mean, what else lies ahead for him? This is definitely the most Falmer he's had to fight in one shot. Definitely. Another one there. Where there's one, there's usually two at least. See? Two of these suckers. Come on, let's get him, let's get him! Okay, now we gotta go. Let's put a helmet on. It'll give our armor a little boost. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. There you go, there you go. A little bit of a boost we needed. Oh, he got me with his arrow! Boom. See if we can get one of them. Trigger the fight. This shot might take her out. And then we'll only have that other idiot to deal with. Nice! Oh, you didn't even see us! He didn't even... Oh, yeah. Thank you! And goodbye! Ooh, chest here. Oh, yeah. Oh, healing potion. Thank you. Dwarven War Axe? Getting it. Who's this? Stobin. It's not even who we're looking for. Oh! After making our way down the mine and through the spiders, we finally made it down to Nchuand-Zel proper. They've built the city into the very cave walls that house it. Amazing. Nchuand-Zel hums with life, but its guardians lay dormant. Hopefully, we can learn more as we go deeper. It's a good thing they're dormant. This area seems to be where two of the city families lived. We've spent some time studying this tree outside the dwellings, but cannot figure out what its significance is. Strom will be remaining behind with one of the students to further study this. To further study this area in great depth, I look forward to reading his notes on the subject. Today we entered the city's armory. The Falmer have yet to break into the best of the dwarven gods, thanks to the sturdy Dwemer logs. Urge said he would be able to get it into the vaults. Spiders gave us much trouble, but who could have foreseen they'd been the only thing keeping Markarth safe? Really? After exiting the armory, we made camp, but the Falmer have been watching us. And finally, tired of our intrusion, they came while we slept, cowards, and slaughtered what guards were left. Meridia, forgive me for using my students as a distraction to get away, but I have to bring this place back to life. Too many. Couldn't hit switch. Too many? Too many what? What does the expedition say? It appears the entire party was wiped out trying to reactivate the city's defenses. I need to find the lever Strobin's journal mentioned and activate it. We still haven't found Strom's journal. And now we also have to activate the lever. Let's go see what we can find. Keeping an eye out for this damn Falmer. They're like an infestation. Oh no. Okay, maybe that machine. Ooh! Oh my god, where'd you come from? I need some potions. And I need to go berserk. Oh my god! That's what they're talking about when they said too many! Don't mess with a berserk orc, okay? Okay, let me just find out if there's any more machines. Kill them while I'm berserk. Any more? I think they pop out of these things. These things on the walls. We got a chest? Meredith's beacon. What if we just don't take it? A flawed Varla stone? I want to find out what that does. Gold? Oh! Elven helmet of eminent conjuring? You can sell that. Might as well take the beacon.
A new hand touches the beacon. Listen, hear me and obey.
I don't know who she's talking to.
Into my temples, a darkness that you will destroy.
I am Atulg. Don't obey anybody.
Return my beacon to Mount Kilcreek.
And if I don't?
I will make you the instrument of my cleansing light.
Pass. Not sure what's gonna happen when we hit this lever. Completed. Reactivate Nchuand-Zel's automatic defenses. Find someone who knows about the expedition. So wait, if we've activated the defenses, does that mean things are gonna attack us even more now? Because that's not good. Dwarven Maze of Despair. Creatures and people up to level 13 flee from combat. Oh man, see? Look! That means they're gonna attack us too. Oh my gosh, everything's been reactivated. Oh my gosh. Whoa! Oh no! Maybe we should have gotten the journal and then activated the defenses. Uh-huh. I heard you fools. Oh, you found more like little bugs. Okay, I think we finally found the journal. I think there might be some dwarven machines active here now. Yep. Oh no, it's just you. What the heck? Did I set off a trap? Great. I'm not here for you, but you're in my way. Oh my gosh, look at this tree. Finally, we found it. I've decided to remain behind with one of our guards and further document the living area we've stumbled across. I write this to the best of my ability, but due to the sudden disappearance of the Dwemer, it is almost impossible to say for certain what anything is. The tree by the 9, I cannot determine the purpose of this tree. It appears to be from the area around Whiterun. Oh, really? But why and how it got here is beyond me. I think it may be a gift from the surface world, but based on the lavish surroundings, it could also be a display of power. I'll check the living area nearby for anything additional clues. Living areas. Upon further investigation of the area, it looks like this structure houses 2 clans of families. I can think of no other reason for this particular layout. Perhaps this group oversaw this particular portion of the city. I'll have to compare notes from the other areas as we uncover more of the city. Hopefully, some of those will contain more in-depth clues. It appears a smaller wing collapsed on itself, and maybe when the expedition returns, we can dig out an entrance. Falmor have begun to creep back into this area of the ruins. It's a good thing I'm not alone here. Yeah, we were dumb enough to come alone, though. We've managed to block off some of the areas we suspect the Falmor are coming in through, but they're still getting into us somehow. Together, we are able to hold them back, but how long until Stobin and the rest return? This tree is pretty incredible, though. Can we interact with it? Maybe it helps purify the air down here. I mean, he definitely wants to go see what else is in here before he leaves. It'll be a bit tricky coming back now that the defenses are activated, but he's definitely coming back. What in the world? What was They were torturing in here? There's a lever. What does this lever do? Activate lever. He's so curious though. He's gonna activate it. What'd it do? Oh! No way! Check out their torture device! This has lit a spark in him like no other. If one ruin holds this much information, imagine how much he'll learn if he just keeps exploring ruin after ruin. Oh, it's a witch. Ah! Okay. We're gonna get her. Oh, damn. Cheap staff. That's right. You and your cheap magic. That doesn't fight with honor. Give me that staff. Oh, that's all it is? Oh my gosh, look at these living quarters. It's a dresser? Is that a shield? That's a dwarven shield. It's taking that. Okay, so now that we've reactivated the automated defenses and we've recovered Strom's journal, we have to find someone who knows about the expedition. That might be the wizard Calcelmo. So let's go back, see Calcelmo. Let's get out of here. Okay, let's go let the wizard know that the spider is dead. Maybe he's also the one that will know about the expedition. We can tell him about everything that just went down and finally get into the Dwemer Museum.
I have things to study. What is it?
Oh yeah, so we can tell him about the journal.
You have my gratitude. That spider had been interfering with my excavations for months. As promised, is the key to the Dwemer Museum.
Oh
and
yes!
The displays, some of them are quite fragile.
Yes! We're going there next. And we'll also tell him about the journal.
Let's see. Ah, so that's what happened to Stauben. Tragic. But I warned him he was leading those people on a fool's errand. Unfortunately,
and he still went.
Sometimes the stone of scholarship is built on the foundation of death. I'll inform the kin. Here, I usually pay researchers for their work when they emerge from the ruins, but they won't be needing it anymore.
Oh, are we getting some gold? 750 gold? Okay, that was awesome. Just out of curiosity, let's see what he has for sale.
So
he might have some
wish
good
to
stuff.
Master the arcane arts.
No, not really. Just want to know what you got for sale. Dwarves Volumes 1, 2, and 3? Yeah, he's definitely buying these books. He's gonna read all of that. Oh, we can buy that mud crab? He can buy that mud crab in dwarven armor. Okay, when he gets a place of his own, he's definitely gonna buy this mud crab. We're gonna end things here for today. If you enjoyed today's episode, which I hope you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot. And don't forget to subscribe so that you know when episode 2 is uploaded and posted. Like always, thank you so much for spending time with me today, friend, and I will see you in the next video.